Here we have a question on one of the deer species in India called as Indian swamp deer or Barasingha. Okay, so the question is like this: which one of the following protected areas is well known for the conservation of a subspecies of the Indian swamp deer or Barasingha that thrives well on hard ground and is exclusively graminivorous? Okay, and I have given the Kanha National Park, Manas National Park, Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, Talchapur Wildlife Sanctuary. So we all know that Kanha National Park is famous for the swamp deer because in several news articles it was mentioning about the swamp deer as well as the Kanha National Park. So Kanha Tiger Reserve, which was the first tiger reserve in India, which got an official mascot, and that is Barasingha. Okay, so that's why it was in news. So regarding the swamp deer, you can see the pictures there, and the official mascot picture is also provided there. Barasingha or the Barasingha. Okay, so the Kanha National Park, we know that it is in Madhya Pradesh, and Manas National Park, we know that it is in Assam, and Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, you know that it is in Tamil Nadu, and Talchapur Wildlife Sanctuary, it is in Rajasthan. Okay, now let's discuss about the swamp deer. The Barasingha or the swamp deer, it is one of the deer species found in India, mainly in the central regions, right? But it is also found in other parts of India also, like in eastern region, western region, like that. But it is mostly seen in the central regions. Okay. So Barasingha or the swamp deer, it is a state animal of Madhya Pradesh, and we know that Kanha National Park is in, or Kanha Tiger Reserve is in Madhya Pradesh, and it is have the official mascot, and that is Barasingha or the swamp deer. Okay. So this Barasingha or the swamp deer, mostly it is seen close to the river valleys and the swampy regions. Okay. So Barasingha, it is mostly seen nearby the river valleys and swampy regions, right? But some of them are seen in the hard grounds also. We will discuss about it later. Okay. So most of them prefer the swampy regions. That's why they got the name swamp deer. Okay. It can be seen spotted in the swampy regions. Currently, this Barasingha is found in the isolated localities in north and central India and also in the southwestern Nepal. So these are the regions where we can find this Barasingha. Okay. So in central India, they occupy in open sal forest with a grass understory and grass glades. In northern regions, they are obligate grassland forms and true swamp deer inhabiting flooded tall grasslands. So in northern region, we are having the true swamp deer. That means they are found in the flooded grasslands. Right. In central India, they are found in the open sal forest and grasslands. Okay. That means in the hard grounds. So this Barasingha, they have a wide hoofs. Okay, they have wide hoof that are helping that animal to live in boggy areas of the terrain. So the Barasingha is having wide hoof. Okay, in their food they have wide hoof. Okay, and that will help them to live in the boggy areas of the terrain regions. Right. And regarding this Barasingha, I said that there are 3 species. Okay, for these 3 species, the hoof will be different, because some are adapted to live in the flooded grasslands and some are in the hard ground. So that's why the 3 species will be having different hoofs. Okay. So even though this Barasingha or the swamp deer is protected under the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act, still it is being poached or it is being hunted for their antlers as well as for the meat. Okay. So for the antlers as well as for the meat, these animals are hunted or poached. So that's why it is listed in the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 as well as it is listed on the CITES Appendix 1. So this Kanha National Park, it is famous for this Barasingha because saving the Barasingha was a landmark achievement of this Kanha National Park. Okay, so that's why Kanha National Park is famous for the Barasingha or the swamp deer, because the saving of Barasingha was the landmark achievement of the Kanha National Park. Right. So this Kanha has become the first tiger reserve in India to officially introduce a mascot, that means the Barasingha, to present the hard ground swamp deer as the spirit of the reserve and spread awareness to save it from the possible extinction. Okay, so you can see that there they have mentioned about the hard ground swamp deer. Okay, so that is one of the 3 subspecies of swamp deer or the Barasingha. Okay, so this Kanha tiger reserve, it is spread over the Mandla and Balghat districts of Madhya Pradesh. So now let's discuss about the 3 subspecies of the swamp deer. There are 3 subspecies of swamp deer which are living in the 3 distinct geographical areas of India. So the 3 subspecies currently recognized are western swamp deer, eastern swamp deer and hard ground Barasingha. So there are 3 subspecies of swamp deer found in the Indian subcontinent. Okay, So that means first one is western swamp deer, which is mainly found in the Nepal region, and eastern swamp deer, which is mainly found in the eastern region like the Kaziranga regions, and the hard ground Barasingha or the southern swamp deer, that is mainly found in the central and northern India. Okay, so hard ground Barasingha is also called as southern swamp deer, which is seen in the central and northern India. Okay, so which is found in the Kanha National Park. So hard ground swamp deer is found in the Kanha National Park. So earlier I said that the hoof of this swamp deer for these three subspecies, the hoof will be different, right? So for the western swamp deer and for the eastern swamp deer, they have a splayed spongy hoofs. Okay, because western swamp deer and eastern swamp deer are mainly found in the swampy regions, swampy habitat. So that's why they have a splayed spongy hoofs. Okay, so the western and eastern swamp deer has a splayed spongy hoofs because that will help them to live in the swampy habitat. Okay, so these spongy hoofs will enable locomotion of this species in the swampy habitat. Okay, but whereas this hard ground Barasingha, it is seen in the central India, right? So it is not seen in the swampy regions, it is mainly seen in the hard grounds. So that's why they don't have spongy hoofs, they have hard hoofs. So the southern swamp deer is adapted to live in hard ground, and the western and the eastern swamp deer are adapted to live in the swampy areas. Okay, so now let's go for the question again. Which one of the following protected areas is well known for the conservation of a subspecies of Indian swamp deer Barasingha that thrives well on hard ground and is exclusively graminivorous? And that answer will be Kanha National Park, because hard ground species is found in the central India. That means Kanha National Park, it is in Madhya Pradesh. So the answer is A, Kanha National Park. Okay. Now let us discuss a model question which was in the PMT 33 of New IAS. Okay. So the question was like this: which one of the following tiger reserve become first in India to get official mascot by declaring Barasingha as the mascot? Satpura, Kanha, Pench and Panna, and we know that it is Kanha. Okay.